Calling for a quorum. Judge?
Present.
Present.
Commissioner Ellis? Commissioner Garcia?
Present.
Commissioner Ramsey?
Present.
Commissioner Briones?
So we have a quorum.
Google. 1996, got the original funding from Congress to widen the channel, it was referred to. But certainly, I've been involved as a legislator. I wasn't here in 1896, Senator Ellis, but did play an active role as a legislator. John Ray Harrison brought me the legislation to add Pasadena's representation to the board, major reform. And then because some board members had been on 20 plus years, there was an effort to have term limits. Of course, you always have to worry about unintended consequences. We've lost some good people, Dean, Clyde, others, but I think it's been a good process. Commissioner Ellis and I have not always been supportive of term limits for obvious reasons. We do believe experience matters, but it's a great agency. It's certainly one of the economic engines of Harris County and the city of Houston, and we're all so glad to be here today to approve leadership. I'm very confident in the current leadership, and I would admonish them to be working with the communities around the port, whether it's environmental matters or other infrastructure issues. We would like some support for some of the roads and bridges that feed into the port. So I think, like I said a moment ago, collaboration should be the message, that we're all in this together, working together. Certainly glad to be with our friends at the county. So before I get started with the nominations, I'll certainly yield to the county judge. Thank you for our collaboration this morning.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, everyone. Happy New Year. Some of you guys know this story and what we went through at this table back in 2019. So before we ever had a meeting of Commissioners Court, I'd just taken office, and this was the very first meeting that I had to preside over. Of course, that year was the county judge's turn to preside, and not only that, but it was the first time the law that you guys, I think at the time, helped pass, we had to interpret, what it meant. So anyway, it was funny, frankly, us all trying to figure it out, but it was great teamwork, and we got it done, and we appointed some fantastic people, including our chairman of the port, Rick Campo, and I just can't say enough good things about him. I can't say enough good things about each and every one of our appointees, to the Board of Pilots, to the board of our port, and just the work that you guys do every day in the past. I guess this is my 7th year since we appointed a lot of folks that are there. Chairman Campo, there's been a lot that has been achieved. For one, negotiating the differences between some of the industry and the cargo industry, and of course continuing to grow our port even through and after the pandemic. So I am just really, really grateful to everybody. I'm so happy to be here with all of my counterparts from the city, as well as, of course, my colleagues from Commissioners Court. And I'm so happy, Mayor, that we have this opportunity, and that I pray this will be a very, very smooth meeting, because we know now what the rules are, and it's just a beautiful day. So thank you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be glad to yield to any of our representatives. Commissioner Garcia.
Thank you, Mayor and Judge, and good morning, everyone. Happy New Year to all. And to our colleagues at the City of Houston, thank you for your work and for being here this morning. I do, number one, want to take the opportunity to welcome everybody to Precinct 2. And I will forgive the tolls for anybody like Commissioner Ramsey that come from other areas. but in all seriousness, I do want to also recognize the members of the Port Commission and thank them as well for their collective work. Commissioner Clunan and others, Clyde, thank you all for what you guys do, as well as the board of our Pilots Commission. I want to recognize you and thank you all collectively. Francis, just very proud of all the work that you guys have done. The Pilots Commission is also new, but you have effectively found a good lane to work in and have brought incredible benefits to our region through your collective work. So thank you all, the board, the Port Commission, as well as the Pilots Commission. Thank you for all your work.
Commissioner Ellis.
Thank you, Mayor and Judge. It's good to see all of you all. Commissioner Garcia, always a privilege to be in your district. This is by far one of the most important appointments that we make. And Mayor, as you said, collaboration is important. I was thinking about when the current chair was first appointed, it was before Commissioner Garcia and the judge had taken the oath so we could meet. And we went through a very collaborative process with our colleagues at the city, with the mayor. You and I were always big advocates for open meetings, but I could see when that issue came up how sometimes it can present a problem. Of course, the legislation is wisdom exempted the legislature. On the other side, it was quite an experience, but I'm just so pleased with what has happened at the port and the leadership in particular. I know there may be a number of nominations, but I do remember the current chair. I wrote on a little note card, because sometimes once people get appointed, they get amnesia. It's hard to imagine that happening in politics. But I wrote a list of things on, and the last one on there I put on there for the current chair was, just as a caveat, the point, it had a little dash that said, don't go crazy. And at this point, under his leadership and the others who are there, they have done an outstanding job for our region, and I'm just so honored. But thank you. It's good to be with everyone.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Before we move to our public speakers, I was mentioning collaboration between the county and the city, but also want to mention collaboration between the business community and certainly organized labor. They play a vital role in the operations of the port. And Alan, automation, we know, is a hot topic. I think it's important, but certainly we have to be mindful, Mr. Chairman and members of our workforce that make the success of the port so possible. So we're all in this together. And to emphasize that we're all in it together, I would open it up to any public speakers that are present. If not, yes, sir.
We have one.
Go ahead, Dean. I could say, Dean, if someone doesn't like what I say or do, don't blame me, blame Dean, because he got me there and has kept me there this
We've been friends a long time, Mayor.
Good to see you.
I've been working this waterfront for 52 years. And the absolute pinnacle of my career is to serve on this board. And I just want to thank everybody here that had anything to do with that. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute honor and a privilege. And I think we've done some really, really good work here. We're here today to appoint reappoint the chairman. And I think he's done a great job. And I'm here to support him. And the reason is that my union, we exist here in a right-to-work state, Republican dominated. Everybody thinks we get beat up all the time. We're not. We're thriving here. The ILA, we have jobs. And I think the important thing to remember here is that we're Texans and we're misunderstood. And at the end of the day, we really work together and we do some things for the greater good. We really do. We fight, we fuss, and we have all these controversies. But at the end of the day, We serve the people. And I think everybody in this room does that. And I want to thank you for what you do. But my union, this, like I said, we exist in a right to work state here. It's hard. But my union, this is the top port for everything. Jobs, revenue, members, recruiting, you name it. This is the number one port. And the reason for that, it all starts right here at this table, at the Port Authority, and the work that's done, and the leadership that Rick Campo has provided for us. So with that, I would like to, again, recommend that we reappoint Rick, and we continue the positive trajectory that this port is on. I mean, this is unheard of anywhere, what we're doing here. And I'm so proud. And Mayor, you mentioned term limits. And I was upset about that. I think it's a good thing. I'm ready to go. It's time for somebody else to come in here and take a shot at this. And they can cash those big paychecks too. But
Dean, if that's a motion, I'll second it. No, the motion for Rick.
It is a motion.
Okay, I second it.
And I don't know if I have the authority to do it, but But Rick, I've always said about Rick.
To be contested.
Rick lets commissioners be commissioners, and it's been a pleasure to serve with you, Rick. It really has. So I don't want to get up here and talk all day.
Thank you, Dean. Well
I appreciate
said.
everything.
We appreciate you and the Seafarers. Now nominations, council member.
Mayor, just a moment. We have a speaker for the county, I believe.
Oh,
All
I'm
right, so
sorry.
let me
I'm sorry.
call on.
He's one of ours too.
Go ahead, sir. And just while you get ready, Commissioner Ellis, the disagreement was what to do when there's more than 2 nominees. So is it first past the post? Anyway, I just want to make sure y'all know I'm not making it up. There was a disagreement. There was confusion. But anyway, go ahead, Mr. Mesa.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Judge. I'm seeing this picture. I just saw this coming in the door here, and I think this is a really important picture. The port is important. The port's there, and we have downtown Houston. If that doesn't say a lot, nothing will. But there's some few things I have concerns about, and I don't think it can be done today. I think this needs to be a collaborative effort between the city of Houston, probably Austin, and the county. There's 3 ports in the Harris County area that this commission does not have. And that is, they go by the name of Hobby, Bush, and Ellington Field. In Portland, Oregon, the airport in that city is run by the Port Authority, not the city of Portland. And, when you get your tax bill for your property, there is a thing for an assessment for the port. But I think if you're going to do that for this, I think the airports are just as part of the county infrastructure as here. And I think there needs to be some cooperation, at least down the road, where the county pitches in a little bit into the Harris County airport system. Also, too, I was watching the traffic on the 610 High Bridge. And I think, Mayor, you are correct. And I'm seeing something going on over HGAC. You have a bunch of containers and just constant container ships coming in, ships and trucks coming into Houston. And I think we need to work with, whoever, TxDOT, the Gulf Coast Rail District, that so on and so forth, where we can get these trucks in and out of the area without ruining our roads. The thing I'm for is, and I think we blew it with the redo of the downtown loop system of the freeways, is we need HOV-type lanes for 18-wheelers only. They get in that lane and they stay in it. I think that's safer. You have a weight difference between an 18-wheeler and a conventional vehicle. I think you could, I'm thinking along the lines of even what they got in Switzerland in some of the tunnels. They actually time the trucks going in through the automobile tunnels so that they have proper braking distance. And I think, but I think though, with Madam and Mayor, I think we can start working together to get these problems solved so it helps everybody, not just businesses, but hard-employed people like myself. Oh, and yes, I did take a lift over here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Very
much.
good. Thank you for your service. Anyone else from the public that would like to speak? If not, I recognize Councilman Martinez for a nomination.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to nominate Rick Campo for reappointment as the chairman of the Court of Houston.
Motion's made and seconded. Madam Secretary, would you like to call the roll? Would you want, why don't you go ahead and let's call the council roll?
Mayor Whitmire,
Yes.
Councilmember Peck,
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson. Yes. Councilmember Kamen. Councilmember Evans Shabazz,
Yes.
Councilmember Flickinger,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas,
Sure.
Councilmember Huffman,
Yes.
Councilmember Castillo,
Yes.
Councilmember Martinez,
Yes.
Councilmember Pollard, Councilmember Castex Tatum,
Yes.
Councilmember Ramirez,
Yes.
Councilmember Davis,
Yes.
Councilmember Carter,
Yes.
Councilmember Plummer is absent, Councilmember Alcorn.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and take the county roll.
Judge Hidalgo,
Yes.
Commissioner Ellis,
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Briones,
Yes.
Madam Honorable Judge, I think that's unanimous.
I think so too.
Rick,
All right.
so I'll announce results unanimously appointed Rick Campo.
Congratulations.
That's a strong statement, Rick, so go to work.
Should we give him a chance to say a few words?
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Instead of moving on to our next list, let's divide them that way, but while we're focused on the chair vote. Go right ahead, Rick.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Just on two things before I have some things I want everybody to hear at the same time. But first of all, so the challenge we had in 2019 was not this body or the body before with all the folks that were there in 19. It was a misalignment of industry and the port. We had sort of competition between container ships and oil and gas ships, and industry and the port weren't aligned properly. That was the controversy, and then there was the technical things that went on. I can tell you today, we are absolutely aligned with industry. The port does everything that they can possibly do to connect to industry, because we know without our industry, there are 200 plus private terminals. We have 8 at the port, and there are 200 other ones. And those folks are the lifeblood of our region, and we are totally aligned with them. The second thing, as Commissioner Garcia mentioned when he came in, was I was out of uniform. 2 years ago, I wore a port maintenance uniform, and I usually do when I speak in front of people. And I don't know what happened today. I just got up this morning. I thought I need to be put on the regular uniform that everyone in this room might have on. But when I wear that uniform, it's about showing pride and respect for the working people that make everything happen every single day. And so next time you see me, I'm probably in that uniform. But I just want to thank you for being here for this joint session. And I do believe the joint session between the Harris County Commissioners Court and the City of Houston. Thank you, Judge Hidalgo, and thank you, Mayor Whitmire, and everyone else here for the vote of confidence. But you're right, this is about collaboration. We're a team. All of us are a team, and our team needs to execute as well as we possibly can. I'd like to thank our port commissioners that are here today. Thank you so much. They are the lead of the team here at the port, and we make sure that we focus on what the port staff does every day. When you think about the commission, we're a broader part of our team. Port Houston staff, 800 plus employees here. We have a great team with the Coast Guard, the ILA, pilots, seafarers, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Our team is the best in the country because everyone is at the table and everyone has a role in our growth and our progress. The port really is about economic development and improving the quality of life of people in our region. It starts with creating jobs. Pretty hard to have quality of life if you don't have a job, can't pay the rent, or your car payment, things like that. So it starts with jobs, and we are all about people and uplifting communities. Port Houston is our nation's leading port and continues to grow, serving our growing region, at the same time creating jobs and opportunities for all. 2 years ago, I was here, and Port Houston, I mentioned that Port Houston moved more cargo than ever before, creating value for people in our region. I told you that the best was yet to come. I'm proud to tell you today that we continue this progress and improvements, and can say that in 2024, Port Houston's public terminals moved more cargo than ever before, creating more value for people in our region. The Houston Ship Channel overall is the #1 waterway in terms of both volumes and ships in America. In fact, tonnage along the ship channel is so big, there is a gap of 67 million tons between Port Houston and the #2 port. Now, just to put that number in perspective, that is bigger than 94% of all the ports combined, right, when you think how big it is. So it's a milestone that no one's going to catch. This is significant because what it really means for our region is jobs. As cargo grows, jobs grow. Houston's port supports 3.4 million jobs nationally and 1.5 million right here in Texas. The number of Texas jobs was up 14% from 2018 to 2023. And the latest job numbers we don't have yet, but I'm sure we added plenty of jobs in 2024 as well. So when I think of our job at Port Houston and all the jobs that all of the port commissioners focus on, it's all about keeping the port thriving and growing and helping secure jobs for the future. One of the major things we're doing is the Houston Ship Channel expansion, which is Project 11. This expansion will add capacity for larger vessels that are crucial to the continuing cargo volume and growth. And importantly, it will improve navigational safety along the channel. This project is 90% funded, and that is without any local tax money or government obligation bonds. We have federal funding. We did get some state funding too, which is really great. The first time we got state funding in I think ever. And so we're really excited about that, but more excited about the fact that we're doing this with port generated cash flow and port bonds that are based on our revenues, and not asking the county and the city to approve general obligation bonds. Port Houston's portion of the work that will be completed later in the first quarter, and that is the Bay Reach part of the channel, is on schedule and on budget. Now, I don't know how many billion-dollar projects you can say that public entities run, but we can say that at Port Houston. I'm really proud of our staff as a result of their just diligence in making sure we get everything done. The momentum and ongoing success of this project has been because of collaboration with many people. We appreciate everyone who's been involved in this. In addition to the investment in Project 11, at Port Houston, we have nearly $2 billion of landside investments planned in public terminals over the next 5 years. This, again, will be funded with internally generated cash flow and no request for local government bonds. These strong investments help us to ensure our channel and our port remains the economic driver and supplier of jobs in the future. A couple other key points. Our teams understand the importance of making sustainable choices whenever possible to push environmental progress. We're moving the needle on our goal to be carbon neutral by 2050. Currently, 40% of our RTGs, those are rubber tire gantry cranes, are hybrid electric. In 2024, we received an award from TCEQ for Texas Environmental Excellence in the category of pollution prevention. Also in 2024, we were awarded 6 grants totaling more than $57 million, much of which is dedicated to environmental improvements. We also remain committed to being active members of and invested in our local communities. Our goal, our community grants goal program, is one of the ways we do this, and there are many others. Since we launched our community grant program in 2020, we've awarded $1.65 million to dozens of different nonprofit local programs. This program is only continuing to grow, and we've earmarked $500,000 this year for grants for 2025. The past 3 years, we've invested more than $2 million in green space programs. In 2024, we held our 3rd annual county resource fair. 3,000 attendees came, with nearly 60 partners offering services related to healthcare, workforce, and food. we reached a huge milestone in our small and minority and women-owned business initiative. More than $1 billion in contracts have been awarded in small business and minority women-owned businesses since the program started in 2002. We have 8 maritime high school programs in 7 districts, 86 graduates in 2024. With so many jobs in the maritime industry, it's really important for this work. It's crucial that we get focused on future generations into the workforce. We've improved collaboration in our communities with industry partners through our Port Commission Community Advisory Council and other partnerships. And finally, we've really focused on building the culture at Port Houston. We're proud that in 2024 we reached a Great Place to Work Force designation for the first time. With all of these accomplishments, we're committed to getting even better. Looking to the future, we have recently updated our strategic plan and outlined goals for the next 5 years in the areas of maritime economic development, partnership, and people. It's exciting to think about how we can continue to expand economic opportunities in maritime commerce with a collaborative approach. We are committed to continuing working with the city and the county, leadership and solid partnership with industry, the Coast Guard, pilots, ILA, labor, seafarers, and anybody else that wants to be our partner to ensure that Port Houston remains resilient, responsible, and ready for the future. It's a remarkable journey over 100 years. Mayor, you pointed out in 1869 or something, or 1896. And I appreciate your support and the continued support of our teams, and we look for the future. The best is yet to come. Thank you so much for all your time.
Before you leave.
Yes.
I think it'd be appropriate if you'd introduce your commissioners that are going to help you do all that.
Absolutely. Let's see. Where are they here? I can't
Ask
see
them to stand. Would y'all stand?
Yeah, here we go, and then I can see everybody. We have Thomas Jones over here. We have Clyde Fitzgerald. We have Alan Robb, and we have Wendy Clunan. Who else do we have?
Dean and
Clyde.
Clyde.
Dean, I didn't see you there. You're behind. Yeah, Dean Corgi, who you've spoken with. So, or you heard from already. So thank you so much to great people. Thanks a lot.
Now, thank you, Rick. Now we'll move to item 9 on the agenda, nominations for the chair of the board for the pilots commissioners. Councilman Castillo.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning to everyone. Welcome to Precinct 2 and welcome to District H. I move to nominate a longtime advocate for the East End community and its small businesses and a District H resident, Francis Castañeda-Dias, to the Board of Pilot Commissioners for Harris County Ports.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there a motion to close nominations? Motion made and seconded to close, and the vote is on the chair of the pilots with Francis Castaneda and Dias. I think it'd be easy to say all in favor. All in favor say yes. Yes. Those opposed, nay. Congratulations, you're unanimous. Francis, we'd be very honored to yield to you at this time. You're no stranger to all of us.
So thank you very much. It's an honor to see this room full of friends and colleagues. But thank you, Judge Hidalgo, for the appointment and the opportunity to serve on the inaugural Port Board in 2019. My fellow commissioners, Commissioner Morrison, said it best. We didn't even have a paperclip when we started, but we worked hand in hand with the Houston pilots, Port Houston, and industry partners to build the strong foundation that we stand on today. Thank you, Mayor Whitmire, for nominating me to be the second ever chair and the first woman of color to hold this position. Thank you. By dedicating your entire adult life to serving this community, you understand how vital the Ship Channel, Port Houston, and the Houston Pilots are to the economy and growth of our city. Judge and Mayor, I promise to honor this responsibility and work tirelessly to serve our community. Thank you, Commissioners Garcia, Briones, Ellis, and Ramsey, for supporting my nomination, and to all the council members, especially Councilmember Martinez and Castillo. Thank you for your trust and belief in me. As a native Houstonian who grew up in the East End, with Port Houston and the Ship Channel as my backyard, I feel a deep connection to this region. My comprehensive knowledge and understanding of the diverse stakeholders, from the refineries and small to mid-sized businesses, owners to community leaders, nonprofits, and elected officials, has been instrumental in my success on the pilot board. Many people living in Houston and Harris County don't even realize that, one, we have a port, and two, that pilots are not only in the air, but play a critical role on the ship channel. The Houston pilots are the guardians of the waterways, and they are part of the economic engine for Houston region, the state of Texas, and the U.S. Their top priority is to maneuver vessels safely and protect Houston's waterways. Operating 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, they navigate 52 miles of the channel daily. And just to put it in perspective, the Chevron Houston Marathon is coming up. That is 2 times running, a little over 2 times running, because it's 26.2. It's 2 times running the Houston Marathon is what they cover. It is a demanding and sometimes dangerous job. But since 1921, they have safely guided vessels, and today they assist over 21,000 commercial ships annually, transporting more than 247 million tons of cargo, valued at about $802 billion to the U.S. economy, and I applaud them all. Thank you to every past and current Houston pilot, especially the leaders, Captain Winiger and Captain Glass. I support your association's mission, and I am passionate about supporting your outreach initiatives, especially those aimed at attracting young students, students of color, and women to careers in the maritime industry and as future Houston pilots. I am honored to have earned the respect of my fellow commissioners, including those here today, Commissioner Bechtel, Morrison, Keeney, and Hale. Thank you all so very much. And I promise to promote progress, stability, fairness, and respect as we work together. Houston is often called the city that built the port that built the city. Everyone in this room is intertwined in this legacy, and together we will keep our port #1 in everything. Finally, I want to thank my husband, John, whose support is the strength that guides me daily, as well as my parents, family, friends, and colleagues who have helped shape me to become the leader I am today. I pay special tribute to my late father, a blue-collar machinist who worked with and made products that arrived at and were shipped out of the port. Today is a blessed day, and I do not take this for granted. Thank you very much.
Mayor Pro Tem Cassidy Statham.
Thank you, Mayor, and to Chair Dias. We are very honored to support your moving into this chair position. Many of us around the table for years have been looking for opportunities to get more women into maritime. We have worked with organizations to encourage more women to get into maritime. We all can agree that when women do well, our cities do well. And we know what great careers are available there. So I had an opportunity to read your bio, and I understand the work that you've done on this foundational board for the last 5 years. And I saw that you have ran 10 full marathons, and you made reference to the port being 2 times around of a marathon. And for anyone that has trained and ran a full marathon, the training is brutal. For someone to have run 10 full marathons, I know that your resilience, your determination will serve this position well. Less than 1% of the country have ran a full marathon. 0.01% of the global population has run 1 full marathon. So thank you for your willingness to serve as the chair, and anything we can do to support you. I know that serving where you live is an extremely valuable opportunity. We have had many conversations about the importance of people in the community serving in the port, near the port. So to know that you grew up in the East End and that you now have an opportunity to serve this region is also very valuable. You'll have that foundational knowledge as well as your 5 years experience. So again, anything we can do to support you, please consider it done.
Congratulations.
Commissioner Garcia.
Thank you, Mayor. Francis, I too want to congratulate you. So immensely proud. I was just reflecting right now when you and I connected when I was on city council. And then your husband being an incredible asset to me when I served as sheriff. I'm just overjoyed with seeing your progress, your accomplishment, and your contributions to our community, and so proud to see you assume the role of chair for the Pilots Commission. So I see you and Commissioner Clunan, you guys are the future, and proud of your respective leadership. Congratulations. Sure.
The judge had an excellent point. We ought to recognize the rest of the pilots. If you stand, let us recognize you. Thank you. You know, I really don't see, Judge, many people in this room that shouldn't be recognized. There's a lot of firepower in here that make our community as great as it is. In closing, let me thank my colleagues at council for your representation. Certainly, Judge, it's an honor to share this occasion with you and your colleagues. So with that said, I think we've completed our agenda. Joint meeting of the Houston City Council and Harris County Commissioners. We stand adjourned.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.